Hello friends, welcome to Freshers Live. Today we are getting into weekly current affairs video. Here I will discuss all the important questions that may be asked from this week's current affairs and important facts related with each question. So watch the video very carefully and try to answer the question asked at the end of the video. You can download the PDF of the latest current affairs from the link provided in the description. You can also download the PDF from our website as well as Telegram groups. Also, you can find the link for the Hindi version of this video in the below given description box. The link for the Hindi current affairs is given there. Before moving forward, let's check the answer for the question asked in the last video. Dash is the rate at which the central bank of country lends money to commercial banks in the event of any shortfall of funds. The correct answer is option A, repo rate. Now let's begin our session for today. Here comes our question number 1. Which oil and gas producer has become India's most profitable public sector company for the year 2018-19? The correct answer is option B, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation. ONGC, India's top oil and gas producer, has toppled Indian Oil Corporation to regain the crown of being the India's most profitable public sector company. Oil and Natural Gas Corporation reported a 34% jump in its 2018-19 fiscal net profit to rupees 26,716 crore, whereas IOC registered a net profit of rupees 17.274 crore for the fiscal year ended March 31, 2019. ONGC in the previous 2 financial years has lost the most profitable PSU tag to IOC. With its refining margin under pressure due to falling oil prices, IOC had also lost the title of being India's largest company by turnover tag to billionaire Mukesh Ambani-led Reliance Industries in financial year 19. Reliance has been India's most profitable company for the 4th year in a row. Now let me share few more informations about the Oil and Natural Gas Corporation. It was founded on 14th August 1956. It is headquartered at New Delhi, India. The chairman and MD is Shashi Shankar. The owner is Government of India. ONGC is an Indian multinational oil and gas company. It is a public sector undertaking under the administrative control of the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. It produces around 70% of India's crude oil and around 62% of natural gas. Heading to our question number 2. Which data showed that India has 20.6 health workers per 10,000 people? The correct answer is option A, National Sample Survey Organization. National Sample Survey Organization NSSO data showed that India has 20.6 health workers per 10,000 people. This is less than the World Health Organization's minimum overreach of 22.8 per 10,000 people. The distribution of health workers is uneven between the urban and rural areas. Rural areas with 71% of India's population have only 36% of health workers. Delhi highest concentration of health workers, followed by Kerala, Punjab and Haryana. The public and private sector study has further noticed that there is uneven distribution of health workforce seen in public and health sector too. More than 80% of doctors and 70% of nurses, midwives are employed in the private sector. Now let me share few more informations about NSSO. It was founded on 1950. It is headquartered in New Delhi. Heading to our question number 3. When is the Telangana State Formation Day celebrated? The correct answer is option C, June 2. Telangana was formed on 2nd June in 2014 following the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh. In February 2014, Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act 2014 bill was passed by Parliament of India for the formation of Telangana State comprising 10 districts from northwest Andhra Pradesh. The state of Telangana was officially formed on 2nd June 2014. A number of cultural events, sports and social events lined up in the state as part of the celebration. Telangana is bordered by the state of Maharashtra to the north, Chhattisgarh and Karnataka to the west and Andhra Pradesh to the southeast. Now let me share a few more informations about Telangana. It was founded on 2nd June 2014. The governor is Narasimhan. The chief minister is K. Chandrasekhar Rao. The capital is Hyderabad. Heading to our question number 4. Who became the first IAF women pilot in India to fly Hawk jets? The correct answer is option D. Flight Lieutenant Mohana Singh. Flight Lieutenant Mohana Singh became the first IAF women pilot to become complete operational by day on Hawk advanced jet aircraft. She landed the Grilling 4 aircraft combat sortie at Kalaikunda Air Force Station in West Bengal. She was trained to fly air-to-air combat and air-to-ground missions. She has the experience of more than 500 hours of incident-free flying, of which 380 hours are on the Hawk Mk-132 jet. Mohana Singh Jitarwal is one of the first female pilots of India. She was declared as the first combat pilot along with two of her cohorts, Bhavana Kant and Avani Chaturvati. All three women pilots were inducted into the Indian Air Force fighter Aquadron in June 2016. Heading to our question number 5. Which state accorded the status of legal person or entity to animals recently? The correct answer is option B. Punjab and Haryana. The Punjab and Haryana High Court has accorded the status of legal person or entity to animals in Haryana, granting them the corresponding rights, duties and liabilities of a living person. The bench has also fixed load to be carried by animals and banned their deployment for pulling vehicles in extreme cold and heat conditions. The use of spike sticks, harness or yoke with spikes, knobs, projections and other sharp instruments also banned in Haryana, to being with for avoiding bruises, swelling, abrasions and severe pain to them. To avoid inconvenience to animals, the court directed the police to ensure that carts driven by animals were given the right of way. Their use was also limited to 9 hours a day in the aggregate and not more than 5 hours without a break. It also honors to put fluorescent reflectors in front and back of their carts, and animals should also be covered with stripes of fluorescent reflectors for their identification at night. Heading to our question number 6. What is the new prime focus of the second term of Prime Minister Modi's government after Swachh Bharat? The correct answer is option D. Jal Shakti Nalsi Jal. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's new government has shifted its focus to the allied issue of water after the country-wide sanitation drive with Swachh Bharat mission comes to an end in October 2, 2019. The focus will be carried out by the Ministry of Jal Shakti. The ministry is held by Rajasthan MP Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. The ministry merges the Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Regeneration, along with the Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation to bring all aspects of water management and regulation under one department. The scheme Nal Se Jal will be a component of the government's Jal Jeevan mission. The ministry plans to provide piped water connection to every household in India by 2024. The ministry will also look at conservation of surface and groundwater, as well as fast-track late Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee's proposed solution to ease the irrigation and drinking water crisis by interlinking rivers across the country. Moving to our question number 7. Which country launched first Arctic train service? The correct answer is option A, Russia. Russia launched its first ever tourist train traveling through Russia's Arctic region to Norway, set off from St. Petersburg station with 91 passengers abroad for the inaugural trial journey. The train, named Zaran Gold, the Tsar's Gold in German, complete with 2 restaurant cars, travel from St. Petersburg through Petrozavodsk, the historic town of Kem, and Murmansk. The duration of the trip will be 11 days. The inaugural function consists of 91 tourists from 7 countries, including the US, Germany, Norway, and Russia. Now let me share a few more informations about Russia. The capital is Moscow, the currency is Russian ruble, and the president is Vladimir Putin. Heading to our question number 8. Which country recently launched a space rocket from the sea for the first time? The correct answer is option C, China. China launched a space rocket from the sea for the first time on 5th June 2019. With this, China will be the third nation to successfully demonstrate the ability to launch satellites into orbit from a floating platform, following the US and Russia. A Long March 11 rocket was launched from a ship in the Yellow Sea. The rocket carried 2 experimental satellites and 5 commercial satellites. The test, along with its ambitious plans for mission to the moon and beyond, has made China a major space power. China became the first nation to land a rover on the far side of the moon. It also plans to build a research base on the lunar surface, send a probe to Mars, and build a space station in Earth orbit. In 2003, China became only the third nation to have the capability of launching humans into space. Moving to our question number 9. Which female musician has been named the world's richest female musician by Forbes magazine? The correct answer is option A, Rihanna. Rihanna has been named the world's richest female musician by Forbes magazine. Rihanna's Fenty business endeavors have officially made her the richest female musician in the world. The singer's worth is estimated at $600 million, that is 472 million euro, which includes revenues made from her fashion and beauty lines, in addition to those from her music career. Forbes reported that the French luxury brand LVMH backs Rihanna's lucrative cosmetic company, Fenty Beauty. Fenty Beauty was launched in 2017. It is worth more than 3 billion euro, from which Rihanna has earned $570 million. In 2012, Rihanna founded the Clara Lionel Foundation, which supports health and education efforts in impoverished communities around the world. In February 2017, she was named Humanitarian of the Year by Harvard University. The other singers in the Forbes list of the top 5 richest female musicians are Madonna in second place with $570 million, Celine Dion in third place with $450 million, Beyoncé and Barbara Streisand tying in fourth with $400 million, and Taylor Swift in 6th place with $360 million. Moving to our question number 8. Who is the first Indian American woman to preside over US House? The correct answer is option A, Pramila Jayapal. Pramila Jayapal, first Indian American woman to preside over US House. She is the first elected to Congress in 2016, preside over the House, and served the most diverse Congress in the nation's history. She presided over the House as a temporary speaker. The House Democrats rotate for the ceremonial position of presiding over the chamber. She became the first South Asian American woman to preside over the US House and Representatives. She became the first South Asian American woman to preside over the US House of Representatives. The record number of 17 Asian Americans serve in Congress, with 14 in the House and 3 in the Senate House. Nancy Pelosi, serving as the Speaker of House of Representatives since January 2019, members of the majority party in the House periodically take turns or temporarily preside over the chamber. Now let me share few more informations about Pramila Jayapal. She is an American politician and activist from the state of Washington. She serves as the U.S. representative from Washington's 7th Congressional District. It includes most of Seattle as well as suburban areas in King County. Heading to our question number 11. Reserve Bank of India reduced the repo rate by dash to 5.75% in order to address growth concerns. The correct answer is Option D, 25 BPS. The Reserve Bank of India's Monetary Policy Committee reduced interest rate by 25 basis points to 5.75% with immediate effect aimed slowing economic growth and rising global uncertainty for the third time in a row. RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das announced it in the second bi-monthly monetary policy statement for 2019-20. The reduction is expected to bring down the EMIs on home and auto loans and reduce the debt repayment burden on corporates. What is repo rate? Repo rate is the rate at which the central bank of country lends money to commercial bank in the event of any shortfall of funds. It is used by monetary authorities to control inflation. The money can be borrowed for about 7 to 14 days from the Reserve Bank of India. The policy rates and reserve ratios are: policy repo rate is 5.75%, reverse repo rate is 5.50%, marginal standing facility rate is 6%, bank rate is 6%, cash reserve ratio is 4%, and statutory liquidity ratio is 19%. Now heading to our last question, question number 12. India test fired Brahmos Supersonic Cruise Missile from dash. The correct answer is Option D, Chandipur, Odisha. Supersonic cruise missile Brahmos was test fired from the integrated test range at Chandipur in Odisha. Anti-ship version of the missile launched by Complex 3 of ITR, Defense Research and Development Sources. World's fastest supersonic cruise missile with high rate of accuracy. Missile is fired from land, sea and air. The missile, with a strike range of around 290 km, is a strategic asset for India, which act as deterrence agent any possible threat from China and Pakistan. Brahmos is a joint venture between DRDO and NPOM, a Russian military technology firm of Russia. Brahmos operationalized in Indian Army, Indian Navy and Indian Air Force. Now let me share few more informations about Brahmos. The speed is Mach 2.8 to Mach 3. The unit cost US dollar 2.73 million. The place of origin is India and Russia. The manufacturer is Brahmos Aerospace Limited. Okay friends, that's for today. Thanks for watching our video. If you find the information provided in our video useful, please do like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel. Follow us regularly to stay updated on current affairs. Dear friends, are you looking for a job? End your search now. Visit freshestlife.com, the next generation of placement network. Register yourself today and get placed in top companies. Until then, this is Freshest Life signing out from Current Affairs video. Take care.